Is the Pfister Hanover faucet worth it? After using this faucet in our kitchen for over 8 months, I'm going to share 7 things I love about it and 2 tips if you're planning on buying one. First, I love how the sprayer stays locked in place when you're not using it. It's easy to pull down, but when you feed it back in, it clicks into place and it stays docked like that. I've used other sinks where this has always been loose and it's come down when you're just using it as a faucet. This is not the case with this one. Next, I love how the spray settings are so simple and intuitive. When you turn on the faucet, you get a straight stream. There is a toggle button if you want to change it to spray. It's very easy just like that. And there is a second button that toggles left and right if you want to change the pressure or the rate of flow coming out. So if you don't want your sprayer to like splash everywhere, you can toggle it to a lower flow. When you turn off the faucet and turn it back on, it defaults back to the straight stream. Next, I love how the spout has a nice high arc and it actually swivels right back out of the way. If you have to bath a baby here or you're washing something really big, you can move that back, and it also holds a cloth without it sliding off. I really like having a soap pump. You get a fair amount of soap out with just one pump, and having less visual clutter on the counter has been really nice. I will admit though, I was getting some water leaking under the counter from around the bottom of this pump, so I did end up putting a bead of silicone here because there wasn't a good seal. This was not a problem at all with the faucet handles or the spout. Those had a tight seal, but the soap pump didn't have the same type of seal for some reason. My favorite tip, instead of using the little container that came with the faucet to fill the soap in, you can buy some tubing at the hardware store and route it directly into a giant jug of soap that you keep underneath your sink so you don't have to fill up a little container as often. This is some 5/16 of an inch PVC food grade tubing that I picked up, and I just cut it to the length I needed. This is a 4-liter jug of soap, and I just punctured the little seal on the top to fit the tube, and bingo. Next, I love how this mounts directly to the counter without a deck plate. Our counter is actually quite narrow here. It's 3¼ inches and the granite bumps up behind it, which would make it quite awkward to put a deck plate in. Also, the holes of our counter were drilled quite wide, which is why we were looking for a widespread set that would have some flexibility of how far apart you could put them. We have 10½ centers between the handles there and much longer when you include the soap pump. So if you have a similar situation, this could be a great solution for you too. And finally, this is just a handsome faucet. Like, the metal is really nice, the finish on it is beautiful, it matches our cabinet handles in our kitchen, which are a slightly different bronze, but it all ties in. We've gotten compliments from friends and family when they've come over. It's been working flawlessly. If you're considering getting a widespread sprayer faucet with a soap pump, this is a super duper option. I highly recommend it.